What's up, everyone? Alex Buy Stuff here, and today we're going to talk about my Sondors MadMods Cafe Racer style bike that I just got. I posted another video just recently where I was doing the terrible job of assembling it. That was quite the fail, and today I had a little more time to take it out for a ride and get some more impressions on it. So before I cut to the camera work with me with the bike and talking about it in person, I wanted to kind of go over what the website tells you about the bike, so that you know what you'll see when you're buying one first before you see what I have to say about it in person. So, all right, so I decided to go with the colorway, I guess that you would say is like black with the yellow, orange, and red stripes. This one right here. And they all have the same specs, basically just different colors. So 750-watt hub motor and 24-inch by 4-inch wheels, meaning that they're really big and really wide. Oh, you know what? Maybe I take that back. The red one looks like it has like grippier, like off-road tires on it for some reason. So maybe they're not all the same. I apologize. Anyway, a 48 volt, 21 amp hour battery. So all those things are pretty reasonable, pretty good compared to a lot of other bikes. You can see that has the LED halo headlight with aero screen, tire hugger front fender, modern street tires, speedster solo seat cowl, and low profile handlebar. So I guess the style I got here, I think, is the cafe. Yeah, so I believe this is the one I got here. Yeah, black with the yellow, orange, and red stripes. And let's see what else they'll tell us about it. Um, I'll just read this for you guys. MadMods features large 24-inch by 4-inch wheels and tires for a smooth, agile ride and a grown-up stance. Interesting, grown-up stance. I say that's interesting because when you listen to my review later, I don't know how I feel about that phrase. Stand out from the electric moped crowd, MadMods offers best-in-class performance and range with superior individual styling. All right. This doesn't look like I need to do anything here. Um, Let's see if it says anything else. Okay, so speed says 25 miles per hour. That's interesting. Um, Truth be told, I'm actually filming this part of the video after I filmed the part of the video with the bike. So anyway, 25 mile per hour. I think that's a speed that you get when you're going downhill without the battery. Range 40 to 60 miles. That is quite a bit more than I got with hills. And then it says it has an integrated 25 amp battery controller. Talks about the wheel. Man, they really talk about the wheels and tires a lot. Crankset premium 48 2. I think that's T is for teeth. I wouldn't say they're premium. They're just whatever. All range estimates are contingent upon rider and towing weight, riding style, wind, speed, and terrain. Terrain mostly means up and down hills. And weight definitely is a big factor because I'm a big, heavy guy. I'm over 200 pounds. So, but the bike is crazy heavy. I am really looking forward to seeing if it says anything about the weight of the bike. I don't remember reading how much it weighed when I bought it, so this is the first time I'm looking for it. But this is interesting. $3,000. They ship about 3 months from now. I don't think I paid $3,000. I'm probably gonna cut the video at some point and come back and tell you guys what I paid. I feel like I thought I paid $1,500 to be honest with you. All right, so it is not saying anywhere that I see yet anything about the weight. I'm looking for maybe no. I'm hoping there's like a spec sheet somewhere. I really don't see one. Um. Oh, what about this? Expand list. Here we go. So headlight, more stuff about the battery, thumb throttle for those that feel like. Okay, I actually didn't hook up the thumb throttle. I'm assuming I got it. I don't remember seeing that. That's important that it has hydraulic disc brakes and they work fine. Um, Frame custom forged and machined aluminum. Wow. Okay, so you're gonna see me say that I think the frame is steel because it's so heavy to me that it had to be steel, but I guess it is aluminum. Interesting. Sorry, correction for myself later. 7-speed gears, which they're okay, nothing special. Pedal assist pedal assist gear sensor, 12 magnet. I don't know how special that is. Charging a 3 amp smart charger is included. I haven't used it yet. Seat, MadMods custom seat, handlebars, MadMods. The seat and the seat's actually pretty cool. I will give it that. Handlebars are just whatever. The grips on this doesn't talk about the grips, but the grips on the handlebars they're fine. Color LCD display. Okay, here we go. The cafe is what I have. Wow, it's the heaviest one. It's 116 pounds. So I haven't weighed it myself, but that is pretty heavy. So yeah, you take a 200-pound rider with a 116-pound bike, and you got over 300 pounds of weight trying to go up a hill. It's not really a bike for hills, in my opinion. But I don't think there's a whole lot more we have to talk about. Sondors is kind of trying to be like the we're cheaper than a lot of the other brands type of company with their bikes right now. But you know, $3,000 for this is not cheap. So I'm gonna cut this video. I'm gonna go check my bill and come back in a second with what I paid. All right, I'm back. It's only been like 1 minute since I cut the video. I found my order really quickly, and you can see that I did pay literally half of what Sondors is charging on their website right now. So I guess that's a good thing for me. And I almost wonder, you know, on some level, since I'm not absolutely wild about this bike. I think it's cool. You're gonna see more of my opinions in a minute. There's a lot of negatives though, to be honest with you, and it's pretty expensive. If they're currently selling for $3,000, I wonder if I could, you know, they're gonna take your $3,000. You have to wait 3 months, maybe more. I might be able to sell my bike right now for 4 or 5. That's pretty interesting. Oh, that, by the way, look, May shipping. You see that right there? Right here, May shipping. So I got it in December. That's how late they were. So yeah, I might have to think about putting this thing up for sale on eBay for, you know, 4 or 5 grand just to see, you know, just throw the line out there and see if a fish bites type of thing. But that's kind of the world we live in right now. You know, if you pre-order and you get the right product that everyone wants and it's hard to get, you can sell it for more. It's the world of PlayStation 5, right? Shortages everywhere. All right, I'll stop rambling. And I don't know if I'm really going to sell it, but maybe I'll come back. I'll probably give you guys an update in another video if I sell it. How's that? All right. Okay, so we checked out the Sondors website. We looked at all the specs that they list, everything basically on paper for the MadMods. I think this is the Cafe Racer. But what is it like? You know, what are my opinions, pros and cons, all that kind of stuff? This isn't a very organized list. I just wrote it for basically my first bigger ride. It was 4.5 miles, and it looks like top speed is 25.5 miles per hour, and most of the time I was going about 20 miles per hour in mode 9 out of 9, highest electric assistance. So, well, it's a weird bike. It is. I'm probably going to have a lot of negative things to say about it, just to be honest with you guys. It's really heavy. I don't think you understand how heavy it is until you actually get on it. It feels like an actual motorcycle. That's how heavy it is. If they would have made, I'm just assuming all of this metal, it's crazy strong and crazy heavy. It's probably steel. If they would have made that out of aluminum, it would have been a lot lighter. But this is the way they decided to go. It is a little bit funny with some of the ways they set this up. They've got the really big looking front shocks that looks kind of like a dirt bike setup. They've got the big double rear shocks, and that could kind of mislead some people into thinking this is kind of like a dirt bike or an EMTB, an electric mountain bike. It is certainly not any of those things. It is way too heavy to do anything off-road, in my opinion, other than just dirt roads. You don't want to be jumping this thing. I mean, let's just put it this way. If you're just riding out on the street and you have a curb, a flat curb that you need to go up, you know, normally you just pop up your front wheel and ride up it, right? That's not, okay, there's going to be some people who are like, oh, well, you're weak or whatever, you know, you're not strong enough to do that. Some people, yeah, I'm sure if you're crazy strong and you're crazy, whatever, you're going to go for it and you're going to beat this thing up, but this bike is not made for that type of riding. This is just cruise on the streets type of bike. Also, because of the weight in the motor, hills are pretty difficult. You can go up and down like basic hills, but there's a hill by my house that pretty much any ride I want to go on, I have to go up it, and it's pretty steep. And even in the highest gear, with 9 out of 9 electric assistance, I like barely made it up that hill. And comparatively, if I'm riding my Trek rail over here, easy, like no problem, not even a little bit of a problem. My BMX bike right here, I can actually go up that hill as well, but I have to kind of go like side to side. But this thing, it is an extreme workout to go up that hill, and I think that some people that don't have legs that are as strong as mine would just 100% not be able to do it. So the other thing that I don't like, I guess, is the seating position. So the seat looks sweet. Like, don't get me wrong, this thing looks awesome. That's what this thing's all about. I'm going to talk about that more in a minute, but the seating position, the natural spot where you're going to sit is kind of more toward the front. And if you look at the distance between the seat and the cranks and the pedals, for me, someone that's 6 foot, that's not a lot of room. So you end up squatting down and your legs have to kind of poke out sideways, and you kind of are hitting your legs. For me, I'm hitting my legs into this rail right here on both sides, this like gas tank looking thing when I'm pedaling, and that's not very comfortable. And then I actually started doing part of my ride with my butt all the way back here on the back of the pad, and that was actually a little bit better because then you're looking at your distance for your leg from here to there is actually further than here to here. So I got to stretch my legs out a little bit more. My legs are literally cramping from going up the hill because it was such an awkward position. Not because I'm like out of shape, but because it's such an awkward position. So yeah, I guess I've said a lot of negative things. If you watched my assembly video that I already put up, that didn't come with instructions, that sucked. Some of the build quality things, the way that it comes in the box were not great, but okay, let's talk about some more positive things. Let's get away from all the negative stuff. I already said this once. This thing looks freaking sweet. It really does. I mean, when you buy this bike, you got to think about what it's really for. Like, one, it's going to just look cool. I know this sounds stupid, but sometimes it's nice to come out to your garage to go to work and walk by something that looks pretty. I used to have a really awesome Ducati motorcycle, and I never rode it, but I really loved just looking at it. It's stupid, but I got rid of it because it was a waste of money on what was to me a piece of art. This isn't quite as expensive as that Ducati, but it's still expensive. So if you're just needing to get an electric bike to, you want to get exercise, I don't know if this is the right bike. I mean, it's definitely flashy. You're probably gonna get some attention if that's what you want. But I don't know about, comfort wise, not the greatest. Now, if you're shorter than me, maybe it would be pretty good. If you're like strong and short, because I feel like you have to be strong because the bike is so heavy. So if you're strong and short, I don't want to sound rude, but shorter than me, maybe you're closer to 5'8". This might be a better seating position and ride quality for you. I really love the front headlight. It's LED. It was on a minute ago. It already went off. I think the motor seems pretty good. The battery is huge. I can't really say how good the battery life is because I've only ridden it a little bit. I only used 1 bar of battery on 4.5 miles. But if you use that and you say 1 battery, 4.5 miles, maybe just round up to 5. I think there's 5 bars, so 5 times 5 is 25 miles. Compare that to what the website said, and I just think that if you're going flat surface, you're probably going to get closer to what the website's saying it will get. And I was going up and down hills pretty much the entire ride I was on, because that's the terrain around here. But if you're looking for something like more of like a beach cruiser, electric beach cruiser, this is sweet. This is, if you're just riding around flat surface, you just want to get out, enjoy the sun, have something cool, this is probably a good choice. It's also pretty hard to steal because it's so heavy. So I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of things and whatnot, but I'm not a bike expert by any means. But I will tell you guys that I did also order the Sondors Metacycle. I actually ordered that before I ordered this. And unfortunately, I got an email yesterday that said it's now delayed until, I think it was June of 2022, which is insane. That's like almost a whole year. And I'm kind of mad because they definitely lied. They sent out an email, I think less than a month ago, saying that they were going to be delivering in Q4. And now they're not going to be delivering until end of Q2, like 6 months delay. They had to have known that, and they just didn't want people to get mad. So that's coming in. I also have another really crazy bike. I think there's literally no one on the whole internet that has done a true review on it. It's called the Frey Beast. If you've never heard of this bike, you need to Google it. It is, I want to say it does like 42 miles per hour. It's like 1500 watt motor, blah, blah, blah. It's sick. It's a mountain bike. The parts on it are not like top shelf like my Trek over here. But the fact that it's unlocked basically and it does 40 miles per hour plus, and it's just crazy stupid fast. It's like a motorcycle that pedals. So I'm really excited for that. I will be pumping out probably, if I have time, a lot of videos about that bike, and obviously about the Metacycle too. But I feel like everyone's going to be making videos about the Metacycle. It's going to be all over the internet. It's super popular. So I like to try to, get out some reviews of things that people aren't really reviewing yet if I can. So I'm probably rambling. It's probably a good time to cut the video. If you've ever watched my car videos, I still really need to make a video about my Cobra back here that is behind the bike. And I need to make a lot of other videos I'm probably never going to get around to about other car stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video and my opinions, and I'll see you in the next one.